Welcome, precious souls. Very special new moon coming up, February 27th. You have 2 weeks to manifest and really put in motion exactly what it is you want to have delivered on that eclipse 2 weeks from tomorrow. You might want to be busy. Definitely set in motion any intentions you have of anything you want to manifest because you got 2 weeks to do it. And then shazam, magic. So, my precious souls, let's take a look at what you need to hear tonight. I'm a little played out. I've done so many readings today. I had a great time, though. I have such wonderful people come through here. It's fantastic. All right. I feel like I have to do it this way, so I'm just going to do as I'm told. I've got 3 cards. Innocence, we are the world, and transformation. What else, Spirit? Okay, I feel like the entire reading is about you really stopping to smell the roses. I'm getting like really stopping to take a look at things you've seen a million times, but never really looked at them up close and appreciated exactly how magical and incredible of a creation they are. As for instance, this gentleman is looking at a bug he's seen a million times, but he's really looking at the magic and mystery and really incredible value of every single thing that comes into creation. Like, have you ever done that? Just like really take a look and how we're programmed to believe certain things, but how in the world could things be so detailed, so perfectly created, and yeah, it kind of gets your mind going, doesn't it, down that rabbit hole. All right, so I'm feeling like the whole reading is about this. This is what your team wants you to really stop and think about. And one of the challenges is realizing we are truly all connected. And interesting that I get prompted to mention, how not everything is as we've been programmed to believe. Like with this guy, yeah, bugs, right? But how does the magic happen that there are that many millions of those kind of bugs and they're all built the same, they all look the same? Like, how is it that there could be this many human beings and yet we are all programmed to compete against each other, to scrap, to fight, to separate, and we're really all one? We all come from the same source. We're all a piece of the same source. And I think your challenge is to really appreciate that there's more behind the scenes than we are taught to believe. Therefore, love thy neighbor. Be good to each other because you're being good to you, right? There's more to this than just, gosh, I'm having a good day. I'll just be sunshiny and happy to everybody today. Maybe not in a minute from now. Like, no. The sooner you really embrace how connected we all are and really understand that when you hurt somebody, you're hurting yourself, that's a game changer. All right. So, should you accept the challenge and start really treating others the way you want to be treated, that'll move you through a massive transformation. This will start changing everything in your life, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. This is a beautiful thing. So it's time to really start looking deeper than what you've been programmed to believe. We just go on in the matrix, living day to day, got to do this, got to achieve that, da da da. Stop and smell the roses. Really appreciate the magic behind everything and realize that there's so much more to it than what we've been taught. And treating others with the same love and respect and humility and sensitivity and empathetic demeanor, that everything that we would want when we're feeling a certain way or, down or needing help, or just don't mess with our mood, like treat others the way you want to be treated. So that'll lead you through a massive transformation, which is a beautiful thing. And that's why we're here, is to keep evolving and moving through joyful events with love. Okay. Then we got the burden card. So I feel like, I know this is going to sound simple and a little off, but I'm just going to say it because it came to me. I feel like the whole reason why you haven't stopped to smell the roses or really appreciated that we're all connected is because you've been weighed down with so many burdens put on you by others, but remember, we allow it. We only have in our life what we allow or what we believe deep inside we're worth. So having all these burdens hasn't allowed you to stop and really appreciate the people around you as being an aspect of you, because quite frankly, they tick you off. It's like, why are you putting these burdens on me? Why are you, and you're so weighted down that maybe you're focused more on your next paycheck or how to get this looked after or that looked after, the kid to daycare or whatever it is. You've got so lost, I guess, in the burdens that you carry, that you haven't allowed yourself to see the true beauty of every single moment and the true magic that lies behind the scenes. And so maybe it's time also to drop the burdens, because you were never put here to do the work for others that they don't feel like doing themselves, or that they don't have the courage to do, or they don't have the desire to do. Since when did it become your job, right? You've got your own path to live. Don't let them stand in the way of your transformation, because this is part of who you're meant to be, what you're meant to do. And the more we take on the burdens of others, let them, if they want something done, let them do it. Let them skin their knees. Let them learn from it as you had to. No one was there carrying yours, right? Just saying. What else, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Yeah. Like you were definitely taught to believe that it's only good and only right to carry the burdens of others. But, excuse me, you probably learned that maybe in childhood when other people were putting their burdens on you, right? When do we break those chains and say, what's good and bad for one person might not be good and bad for me? I'm on a different path. Maybe it's got absolutely nothing to do with these burdens you're carrying, which are slowing you down and literally a diversion from where you're meant to be right now and what you're meant to transform and understand and appreciate. Sure is a lot easier to see the good in people when you're not carrying the burdens of other people, right? You've got this. I know you're cracking through all this. You're already going through a transformation. I can feel it. You're already going through this transformation. Just through this conversation, you're like, yeah, wait a minute. Getting kind of tired of this. You are a beautiful soul. Look, I wasn't playing with a full deck. Last card I put the other half over there. Not playing with a full deck. But at the bottom of both, we've got, getting real tired of the way things are, the old routine, and there's like a lion roaring within you, and your inner child wants to bust out and go, let's play! Let's look at bugs! Let's look at the bugs! Let's really find everything that we are together. We're so connected. I want to see this. I want to transform. Well, you're the parent now of your inner child. You don't have to carry these burdens anymore. You don't have to worry about what's good and bad for you according to others, because you know better. You know what you're doing. And again, it's just both, remember, the bottoms of both of those. The rebel, you're tired of it. You're going to break the chains and say, no, you know what? I lived my life to this point for everybody else and what they decided I should do or be or carry because they didn't feel like going through the healing themselves or doing it themselves. I'm going to break these chains now. I'm breaking the chains and I am going off in my own direction. You see this beautiful bird here. It's ready to fly, and it's pure opportunities. Once you break through the chains and you just say, enough is enough. I've lived my life this far your way. It's not satisfying. I'm going to do it my way. And then all of a sudden we're all grown up and it's great. It's great. Because then we can truly appreciate when we don't have everything on us, riding on our shoulders. We can look around and we can say, wow, I can now empathize with what that person's going through because I've had those experiences. And that's why you were meant to learn those. And you're able to help them through, not out of needing to because they're putting burdens on you, but because now you have the time to, because you've already taken the time to heal your own wounds and all of these burdens you've carried all of your life. And you could truly appreciate and step aside and take that time and be almost more, deeper understanding in how to connect with other people. Because you're not totally preoccupied with in survival mode, trying to get through your life while you're living the life of everybody else as well. Yeah, this is beautiful. You're going to be so amazing. Look at you healing. Look at you. Look, it just popped out of the deck. What's on the bottom there? Oh, yes, because when we start taking the burdens off and stop suppressing our emotions and start getting real and going, actually, see, you take the burdens off and all of a sudden you get a chance to heal, to really go within and do the dark night of the soul and really look at everything that you've carried this far and who's put it on you and why you allowed yourself to. And then comes the part where you have to forgive yourself for feeling so burdened and believing that you needed to feel that in order to be loved, which was never true. You were born pure love, okay? You don't have to do extra and do everybody's work for them. And then you'll stop suppressing those feelings. And then I think you're going to start to begin to share your true inner self. You're going to have more confidence with your gifts because you're going to have more time to really explore after pouring all kinds of unconditional love into yourself like you've done for everybody else for so long. It's a part of the healing journey, learning to choose you. You won't feel like you have to fight anymore or put this armor up. And really, I just got this vision, thank you, Spirit, of you're going down the grocery aisle and you see somebody who's always, anytime they ever call on you, they want something or they just annoy you. And normally you endure it and you sit there and you're like, and you're going to like avoid them. And that's the armor. But then I've seen you take off the armor one day and you're just so comfortable in your own skin. You're like, they start to ask you for something. You're like, oh, sorry, I'd love to help, but I'm busy. Yeah, you won't even need to fight this time that you need to spend alone. You're just going to finally advocate for yourself and saying, sorry, I'd love to help, but I'm in the middle of something. Meanwhile, you're pouring yourself a fantastic bubble bath because you just want to like sit there and veg and meditate and light some candles for yourself. Maybe it's got Epsom salts in it, maybe bubbles. But you know what? You start to choose yourself. And the more you pour into yourself, the more you're not regretting the past and looking back at the past saying, wow, it was wonderful then. It could be wonderful now because now you're putting the energy into the moment, into you. And that old movie that played over and over where you're clinging to it, all of a sudden it dulls in comparison to what you are becoming because you've allowed yourself to heal and quit taking on the burdens of everybody else. And now your divine purpose becomes exceptionally predominant and you chase your dreams because you've allowed yourself time because you're not living everybody else's life for them. And while you're chasing your dreams, I'm being told to say, da da da. Do we have a drum roll? Do we have a drum roll? Life? Spirit? What kind of dreams are we chasing? Oh, all right, one more. You're finally able to let go of the fact that I'm getting a micromanager. You were so hyper independent. You would never let anybody do anything for you. You almost played the martyr. Sorry, calling it like I'm hearing it. But now you're finally able to let go. You're finally allowing people to make their own mistakes, skin their own knees, and be okay with the fact that it's not perfect like you would have it, but it's perfect enough because you just have bigger fish to fry. You got bigger things to do. You can let go of the things that once compelled you to feel like you absolutely had to do everything for everybody else and you couldn't say no and you were people pleasing because you felt like that was the only way you could be loved, but it's not true. And what you're going to learn to do is integrate this strength and something incredible inside of you that just keeps calling out to you that you just want to do so bad. And once you do, it's going to make something so special and you're going to be able to bring it out to the world when you're ready and you've got it exactly the way you want it because you've got all this extra time now and everything you've learned becomes an aspect of it and it shines through it like a beautiful, creative, fiery, passionate glow. And when you bring it out to the world, it's going to help everybody to create something with that, in that, whatever the modality is, whatever it is you're creating. All of you together are going to create something incredible. It's like your soul family could find you then because you're finally doing what you're meant to do. And whatever it is you all create together is going to be incredible. It's going to bring a lot of healing and a lot of love to this world. It's going to change a lot of things. Does that start with you dropping the burdens? Absolutely. It starts right now. Quit living everybody else's responsibilities and lives for them. This is also going to bring a lot of love into your life. So, okay, usually this is exactly like some kind of divine counterpart. But if you already have somebody and you're quite content, you've already found that soulmate, if you will, this will bring deepen that love. And it'll also bring you a lot of deeper love for yourself, but also a lot of people around you. You're going to really learn what a soul family is all about because your friends won't be asking you, trying to communicate only when they need something. It'll be a deeper love in your friendships, in your family, in the people that you resonate with, in the people that you share with, in the people that you create with, in everything. And it all starts by allowing yourself the time. Yeah, creative expression was on the other one here. It all starts with allowing yourself the time to just live your path without taking on the burdens of everybody else. This is so important, so important. Yeah, it's time to go move on to calmer waters. You've been through it, and yeah, a fool's journey. You're going to take a leap of faith with something. I'm so proud of you. It literally all starts with choosing you and not settling and not trying to live everybody else's life. Remember, these are childhood traumas that we've carried, and that's a defense mechanism. You've probably been living in survival mode since you were a wee child. And it's time for your inner child to play. It's time for you. Don't wait any longer. Why would you wait? You've already lived this much of your life for everybody else, trying to keep everybody else happy because that felt safe to you. Yeah. Time to claim defeat from that side of yourself. I'm seeing, like, honestly, like ego death. Like that old version of yourself needs to go. It is holding you back from all of your beautiful dreams, all of the abundance that was meant from you. Imagine getting up in the morning and doing everything that floats your boat and makes you so happy and making money off it. Hanging out with people that love the same things, that have the same goals and dreams, and that love you just as you are, whether you show up with, dressed a certain way or not, or just you wake up and your hair is all askew and you're just having a day. You don't have to put on the mask. You don't have to pretend to be anything that you're not. You can speak things without a filter because your friends love you and know where you're coming from and know that you always speak from love. No matter what, you always mean well, even if you're saying silly things. Like, yeah, that's the life that waits everybody who drops the nonsense, the stuff we were programmed to believe, the defense mechanisms, the fighting against each other, the separating, the constant competition, the jealousy, the envy, and you just literally exist, and you do it in your highest, happiest form. You chase your dreams, and you get paid to do it. We're all connected, and I'm doing my part to remind people. Because this is so important, and I'm doing it. And I'm finally coming back to life after being in survival mode for a very long time, and it sure as hell feels good. Yeah, coming out of this almost despair, feeling left out in the cold, financial stresses, right? Everything that goes with not living your purpose. Poverty, it's just emotional intelligence. Yeah, once you do the healing, you can literally face anything with such emotional intelligence. And you do it from a sense of being detached. Like I'm like always the person who has so much love I could just burst. All I want to do is love people. And a lot of people couldn't understand that my whole life because it doesn't fit. I didn't have, I would just love. There were no conditions, and I loved the wrong people. I loved everybody the same, unconditionally. Then I grew up, and I learned some tough lessons. But the emotional intelligence, it's being able to express your emotions and advocate for yourself, but also feel what other people are feeling and empathize, or at least try to understand and not run from your emotions. And we're all human. We are literally all connected. We all have fears. We all have excitement. We all have all of the anger. We all have it. And it's embracing all of these emotions and feeling safe to share them and to create space to receive them when people are trying to communicate and understand that we're all the same. We're all the same. So if it starts by you stopping to really take a look, that life as you've been living it is not real. It is not what it was designed to be. And that there's so much more to see and appreciate in the magic of it. And that we really are all connected. We are so connected. We are all torn off of the same fabric of one big energy being. We are all sisters and brothers. And this is going to bring you such transformation. And that leap of faith I showed you, I feel like you're being called to do something that's going to bring a lot of change, like I said. What is this? The Chariot, yeah. And it's coming in fast. And I'm so proud of you. This transformation, I feel like you're already doing it right now just by hearing this. You are going to be the emperor in your own goal setting, in your own forward motion. I feel like you're like got boss energy and it's coming in. And you're going to be so successful. Yes, yes, yes. Victory, overcoming obstacles, success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self discipline, hard work, and focus. Do it for you. Let go of doing it for everybody else. Trust me, it got me nowhere in life. It just lined a lot of other people's pockets, and they just tore me down and tried to discredit me because they couldn't look like the person they are, right? So let it go. You don't need to take on everybody's burdens. It's time for you to live for you. There's something so beautiful that you need to share, and it's time. Okay? It's time to do it. It's time to do it for you, and the rest of us will benefit largely when you're in alignment. You are one of us. You will elevate all of our vibration. We are all doing this together. We are all ascending together. We are all the chosen ones. We are all here for a reason, and that's your purpose, is to break through old barriers, old behaviors, things that you've learned, defense mechanisms, things that aren't right, childhood traumas, do the inner healing, move forward, let go of all these burdens because you are meant to shine. And it's your turn. It's your time. And your guardian angels are on your side, and they've got your back, and they're helping you all along the way. So you're not alone. No matter what, you're not alone. Okay? I'm sending you guys so much love and light. If you get called to have a personal reading, you can email me at paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com. You can also check out my website, www.earthangel3811.com. And you can subscribe for free to my YouTube channel, Earthangel3811, or follow my Facebook page, Readings by Catherine, because I am a certified spiritual life coach and a certified intuitive energy healer. And I will bring you back into alignment, not just through the beautiful magic of my psychic abilities, channeled messages from your spirit team and ancestors, or the tarot, or my divinity rods, or any of the other tools I have, but also because I made a point of studying what it takes to get down to the raw bones of the matter and work our way forward in the healthiest way possible, aligning you with your best life on the highest timeline. So keep shining, guys. I'm so proud of you. I know you've got this, and congratulations. I know you're going through this transformation, and I know what awaits you on the other side, and it's fantabulous. So please choose you.